Good day, viewers. Good day, my students. As you all know, I am your computer study instructor, Mrs. Ifeanyi Chukwu. Today, we want to look at basic programming. In our last lesson, we talked about the different programming languages. I told us that we have 3 levels of programming languages: the high-level programming language, the low-level programming language, as well as the machine language. And in the last lesson also, we were told that the commonly used high-level language is BASIC. Now, what is the full meaning of BASIC? BASIC simply means beginner all-purpose, beginners all-purpose symbolic instruction code. Beginners all-purpose symbolic instruction code. This programming language was developed in the year 1961 by 2 good programmers named John Kemeny and Thomas Coates at Dartmouth College, USA. The essence of basic language is for beginners like you to have a knowledge of how to write a simple program. So in our class today, in the lesson of today, we are going to look at the character sets allowed in BASIC, character sets used in BASIC, data representation in BASIC, as well as how to write basic keywords, and also how to write a simple basic program. Now to the first point, character sets used in BASIC. Basic programming language allows characters A to Z. It can be in lowercase or uppercase. That is, it can be in capital letter or small letter. As well as special characters like the full stop, semicolon, colon. All these are allowed in BASIC depending on the type of program that is being written. Then also logical operators like less than, greater than, equals to are as well allowed. Then we have arithmetic operators as part of the character set that are used in BASIC. In BASIC, the operator addition has this symbol, subtraction has this symbol, division has this symbol. So in BASIC, this your division sign is not allowed. This is the one that is allowed in BASIC. We have exponentiation. This is the exponentiation sign in BASIC language. Then lastly, your multiplication. In BASIC, the multiplication sign is this, the one that is often called, generally known as asterisk. But in BASIC, this is the one that is used for multiplication, not this. This is not allowed in BASIC. So these operators are to be used whenever you're writing a basic program that has to do with what? With calculation. Now, data representation in BASIC. How do we represent data in BASIC? Data can be represented in 2 ways. Either by using a constant or a variable. You can represent data in BASIC either by using a constant or a variable. Now, what do we mean by using a constant or a variable? Both the constant and variable are data items. They can be used in writing a basic program. But the difference between the two is that while constants are data items that do not change throughout the writing of the program, variables are bound to change. They are data items that can change while writing the program or during program execution. Now, in basic programming language, both the constant and the variable can be divided into two. You have the string constant and you have the numeric constant, as well as the string variable and the numeric variable. You as a learner, knowing how to represent data in BASIC will go a long way in helping you to write your BASIC program. Because while writing a BASIC program, you should be able to know when to use the string variable or the string constant, or the numeric variable and the numeric constant. Now, what's the difference between the string and the numeric? When you are using string variable or string constant, the values that will be stored will be either alphabetic data or alphanumeric data. These two types of data are to be stored in string variable or string constant. Example, you have something like my name is. Now you can see that my name is happens to be data that consists only of alphabet. So this type of data must be stored in string variable. And how do we represent string variable? String variable can be represented using either a letter or combination of a letter and a number, but must go with a dollar sign. Must go with what? A dollar sign. So this dollar sign makes anyone that see your program to know that, okay, the data is either string variable or string constant. Now, anyone seeing this variable or constant will know that that the type of data item to be stored here will either be string constant or string variable. Like I said, you can either use an alphabet or combination of alphabet with a number. But there's another important thing that you need to take note of. While using string variable or string constant, another important information you need to know is that it must be enclosed in double quotes. What I mean is this. So this my name is, that we all know that it happens to be alphabetic data which can be stored in either string variable or string constant will now be written this way. My name is. Now, the translator used by BASIC is known as interpreter. In the previous class, I told you people that the machine language is the only language that the computer understands. That's the only language the computer can run without any modification. But the other two classes of programming language needs a translator. Now, the one that is meant for high-level programming language such as BASIC is BASIC interpreter. Now, when BASIC interpreter sees this, BASIC interpreter knows that there is no bug at all, there is no error at all. Now, if when using the string variable or constant, you go and store numeric data into it, there will be an error. So while representing data in your program, anytime you are to make use of alphabetic data or alphanumeric data, it must be stored in string variable, either as a constant or as variable itself. Now, for the numeric variable, of course, the numeric variable or the numeric constant goes along with numbers, digits, and it can be an alphabet or combination of an alphabet and a number without the dollar sign. And since there is no dollar sign, without the quote. For example, you have A1 equals 2024. A1 equals 2024. This is an example of numeric variable or numeric constant, while this is an example of string variable or string constant. So those are the two ways by which data can be represented in BASIC programming language. Then we go to the next one, basic keywords. When we talk about keywords, we are talking about command statement reserved words that can only be used as far as that programming language is concerned. In basic programming language, we have a lot of keywords. We have a lot of statements. But no matter how complex or simple your program is in basic, there are some keywords that you cannot but use. And I'll be listing some of them on the board. You have keywords like inputs, let, read data, print, CLS, REN, GIN, and so on and so forth. Now, these keywords are very, very important while writing a basic program, no matter how complex or simple it is. Now, the first three statements written on the board are known as the assignment statements. They are known as the assignment statements or the assignment keywords. These are the statements or the keywords used when writing a basic program and there needs to enter data into the basic program. So these three can be used. You either use the input statement, the let statement, or the read data statement. Now, when you want to get your output, you want to get your result, you make use of the print statement. So the print keyword, the print statement is used to get output. Then you have the CLS. What the CLS simply means is clear the screen. Then you have the REN. Now, REN is for comments. In basic programming language, REN is for comment. It is to show the title, the heading of your program, while DIM is for dimension. Also, we have other keywords like go to, turn off, turn on, and so on. So, like I said earlier on, no matter how simple or complex your basic program is, this must be in the program. Now, let's take one or two examples of simple basic program. How to write a simple basic program. The first one we are going to take is to write a basic program to find the average. Example 1. Write a basic program to find the average of 6 numbers. Write a basic program to find the average of 6 numbers. Now, in writing this program, I will still write it on the board, but I want us to get something. In writing this program, you must understand the type, how data can be represented in this program. Now, look at the question itself, 6 numbers. That's to tell you that all what you are going to use in this program will happen to be numeric values. And since they are numeric values, they will be used or they will be stored in numeric constant or numeric variable, as the case may be. Now, looking at this question, write a basic program to find the average of 6 numbers. We go. REN. All basic program must start with REN. Like I said earlier on, the REN is the remark statement. It's used for heading, to have to give your program heading. REN, program to find the average of 6 numbers. 20. Now, what is the essence of this 10, 20? 10, 20, 30, and so on and so forth are called line numbers. They are introduced into basic program in order to give your program orderliness and again to control the execution of the program. And to control the execution of the program while using the line numbers, we make use of the keyword go to, because when you are given the command go to, you must state the line number. Apart from that, the major reason for having line numbers in your program is for orderliness. Now, after writing the remark, the next thing is to enter the numbers. Like I said earlier on, we have three statements, three keywords that can be used to enter data in basic program. The input statement, the let statement, and the read data statement. So you can try to use any one. But before I continue writing the program, let me tell you the difference between these three statements, assignment statements. When you are using the input statement, you do not need to supply the data while writing the program. It is when the program is being run that in the process of executing the program, you will now be entering the data from the keyboard. That is when you are making use of the input statement. But when you are using the let statement, as you are using the let statement, you are getting the variable. At the same time, you are writing the value that the variable will store by making use of equals to sign. So when the let statement is being used, there must be an equal to sign. Now, when you are making use of the last assignment statement in basic, which is the read data statement, the read data statement is the same thing with the input statement, but the only difference is this. When you are using the read data statement, in the column of the range, you are going to specify your variables. Why before you end the program, there must be another line for the data. That is why you now supply the data according to the variable specified respectively. So that is the difference between the three assignment statements. The let statement, the input statement, and the read data statement. So in this programming, I'm going to use the input statement. Now, program to find the average of 6 numbers. 20, you say input. Type in the first number. You can see, this is what I mean. Type in the first number. You can see that type in the first number is what? It is embedded in quotes because it is an alphabetic type of data. Now you are going to specify the variable or the string that will store it. Now for the sake of this program, let's say A. Then line 30, input. Type in the second number, B. Line 40, input. Type in the third number. You store that in C. 50, input. Type in the fourth number, D. 60, input. Type in the fifth number, E. 70, input. Type in the sixth number, F. Now your A, B, C, D, E, and F are numeric variables. They are numeric variables that are to store the numbers that you want to use while carrying out your calculation. Now after inputting them, now see line 80. Let X equals A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F. Now what will happen is that before you find the average, you must know the total of the numbers. So that is what X, variable X, will store the total number. Then line 90, let Y equals X divided by 6. Now look at the line 90 very well. Let Y equals X. Now it is the Y now that will now store the average. In line 80, you must find the total before you get the average. There's no way you can get the average without the total. So in line 80 is for the total. And the total of the numbers will be stored in the variable X. While in line 90 is now to get the average. Yx represents the Yx is the variable that stores the total number. You can see the division sign. That's total divided by 6. That is what this x / 6 simply means. So as at this point, the average will be displayed, because by the time it is being run, the computer will be asking you enter the first number from the keyboard. You enter maybe 2, you press enter key. It will display a message again. Type in the second number from the keyboard. Maybe you press 6, you press enter. Like that, see when you get to the 6th number. So from this place, it will automatically give you the sum and you have the average. But you cannot end a basic program like this. I told you that we use the print statement to get the output. So your line 100 will now be print x, y. So when you say print x, y, you will see the sum being displayed and the average being displayed. Then finally, line 113, you can now say end. Yes, end and stop are basic statements that are used interchangeably to end your basic programming. So you have end. When this is being run or executed, you will see the results being displayed. Thank you.